welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do so that you can keep geeking out with me. Today I'm wearing this Maleficent inspired band because I just saw Maleficent Mistress of Evil, and let me tell you, it was amazing. In my opinion, if you saw the first Maleficent, you're definitely gonna love this one. Angelina Jolie did such a great job and she looked amazing. Definitely a must watch, but let's not get sidetracked here. Today I will be talking about how I do my pin trading online. There's different ways as to how you can do your pin trading online, but in my opinion, there's three popular ways. That would be Facebook, through Instagram, and through Pinpex. Now, Pinpex is a website where you can create an account and you can post the pins that you currently own. That way, it's just easier for you to keep track of what you have, because once you own over a certain amount of pins, sometimes it makes it a little hard for you to remember which pins you have and which pins you still need. Also through Pinpex, you can post what you are in search of and the pins that you have for a trade, and people can reach out to you to set up a trade. Now, I don't use Pinpex, but if you do, definitely let me know in the comments down below and explain a little more about how it works, because it's something that I definitely want to learn more about. I typically use Facebook and Instagram to do my pin trading. I mostly use Facebook. I've only done 3 trades through Instagram. The most recent one being this pin right here, which is the Jumbo Disneyland Castle pin. I will leave a link down below to the video where I talk about that specific pin trade, but I want to talk about why I prefer Facebook over Instagram. Now, typically when you do your pin trading through Facebook, you do it through pin dedicated groups. There are several groups out there, but I typically use the Disney Kitty pin group, and I typically use the Disney Pins blog community. I feel like there's more accountability because the groups have admins and moderators that sort of police the trades, and also they have rules that you need to follow in order to do your trading. Let's face it, when you do anything over the internet, it's always risky, especially when it's based on an honor code, but I still feel a little safer through Facebook. So what I do once I try to set up a trade through Facebook is first, I look and see if that person is a member of other pin groups. I also search for any older posts on the group. So I want to see if it's someone that's active in the group, or I want to see if it's someone that is brand new, because sometimes when people are brand new to the groups, it could also be a potential flag for a scammer, in my opinion, that might be trying to take advantage of the hype around a certain new pin. So those are things I look for: activity in the group and if they are a member of other groups. I typically do my pin trading with people that live in the US. I haven't done any trades internationally, but if you have, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because I would like to know your experience doing that. Now, if you have a problem when you're doing your pin trade through a Facebook group, you can always reach out to an admin. They'll try to police the trade and just kind of see what's going on and try to fix it. If you get burned on a Facebook group trade, typically what the admin will do is remove that person from the group, and later on you can also expose that person on one of the pin scam alert groups, where they let you know about people that are definitely known as scammers, so that you can avoid them. When it comes to Instagram, it's a little different. I feel like you need to do a little bit more of detective work. Going back real quick to Facebook, another thing that I like is that on Facebook, you can also kind of see who you're dealing with. On Instagram, typically people have accounts are dedicated to just pin trading. So most of the time you have no idea who you are dealing with. You only see pictures of pins. So again, I feel like Instagram, you need to do a little bit more research. Typically, to find these trades on Instagram, you can locate them through the public hashtags that people publish. For example, you can look for hashtag pin for trade or hashtag pin trading, and you can find these people. Now, these are typically public accounts, and what people do is that they will reach out directly to the person. And what I look for is how many posts they have. I look for evidence of any past trades they've done, whether it is a picture they post of something they received or whether they were tagged on a previous trade. I also look and see if we have any mutual followers, and if someone that I know follows them, then I typically reach out to that person to see if they have any information on this person that I could potentially be trading with. Another thing that you can do on Instagram, which you can also do on Facebook, is that you can look for pin scam alert pages so that you know who to avoid on Instagram as well as on Facebook. Regardless of whether you trade through Facebook or Instagram or pin picks, there are some things that you should be doing when you mail those pins. First, you need to bubble wrap those pins. It doesn't matter if you are sending 1 or 2 or 3 pins, you need to bubble wrap each pin. Reason why you want to do that is because you want to make sure the other person receives that pin in pristine condition. You definitely want to make sure those pin posts are not bent, and you also want to make sure the pin does not get scratched, especially if you're sending multiple pins, so you typically want to wrap them individually. Also, you should be using bubble mailers. So these make sure that your pin gets there safely or as safely as possible. And yes, bubble mailers and bubble wrap. So you might be thinking, well, if I'm using a bubble mailer, why do I need bubble wrap? Well, most of the time, the bubble mailer is not enough. And if you're sending multiple pins, you definitely don't want them rubbing against each other. Another thing that is super important is that you get tracking on whatever you are mailing. So typically the first class mail will be the cheapest option, which is around $4 domestically, and it comes with tracking. The reason why you want to get tracking is so that the other person knows that you sent them, and also they can track where the pin is. So definitely make sure to do that. Not only does the other person know they're getting the pin, but that is your evidence that you did send it. And that is typically one of the rules when you are part of any of the pin trading groups. And that's it, you guys. Let me know your experience doing any kind of pin trading online. And as usual, if you love the things that I talk about, definitely subscribe, comment, like, and hit that notification bell so that you can keep on geeking out with me. Bye!